But anyway. Is it similar to Dwarf Romantic because it's hex-based? No, it's similar to Dwarf Romantic. I mean, yes, there's hexes, but the similarity is in the idea of placing down specific tiles that benefit from surrounding environments and other tiles and chasing after like a high score. But that's where the similarities ends. Like Dwarf Romantic, you're building the worlds, right? Like you're building the actual environment. This one, the environment exists and you're populating the environment. I mean, you'll see in a moment. So even though I've already done scenario 1 myself and put it out on the internet to watch, we'll do it again. That way you can learn the game with me. Also, let me know if the volume's too loud or anything. I'll lower it on down. So we'll start with Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. Because the scenarios are nice. They're fairly structured. Let's go with... It's loud? Alright, I'll lower that in a sec. Let's go with this little crescent moon. It is very pleasant music, but I realize I didn't change the the audio settings at all. We're probably on the loud end. Yeah, out of my way. Settings. We'll bring master volume down like that. Oh. Man, I think OBS is just having some times today. Like, I assume everything's working normally, but like looking at my heads-up display over here, it's definitely having issues. But as long as you guys are not having issues, that's all that matters. Wow. This actually, I think, happened during my recording, too. I remember looking over and thinking, wait, I've recorded more than 20 minutes. That's weird. Yeah, there's something about this game that it doesn't... OBS gets angry. So yes, please let me know if there's any sort of problems right now, because OBS ain't gonna let me know. Alright, everything looks fine. It's just when I'm in the game, OBS, I can't see it. I think there's something about the second monitor. Anyway, welcome to TerraScape. I'm gonna turn off the little heads-up display, I don't like it. But we're gonna establish our settlement. Am I a little delayed, like audio-wise? I'm good? Alright. As long as everything's good. Like, I recorded some of this game the other day, and I noticed, like, I can't look at my OBS information very well. I don't know what it is about this. But it recorded fine, so I assume it's streaming fine. You haven't played this one in many months? The 1.0 release just happened, so it's in out of early access. It's a full release now. So basically, I'm gonna plop my kingdom center down. So there it is, and now we're gonna start choosing how we're going to play the game. We have basic food or settlement, and my understanding, I haven't played too much yet, but like we get locked out of certain things as we make choices, so I don't think you ever have all of it, but maybe that changes on other difficulties or when you get more advanced. But for right now, let's start with basic food, because people gotta eat. Even though the game's straight up saying, like, hey, your first requirement, unlock settlements. I'm like, nah, I won't take that one. That's for losers. So Dwarf Romantic, you may recall, had like a stack of hexagons over here. This one, you get like essentially card deck choices. Food over homes, baby. Why do the hexes look like they're wider than they are tall? What? They all look hex-shaped to me. I mean, they are, like, misshapen from land and, like, height and stuff, but... So, 2 gatherers' huts. And gatherers' huts benefit from being next to berries! So, kind of like Dwarf Romantic, we want to min-max points. So, 75, that's probably the best we're gonna do. Plop that one down. And when you hover over, it tells you, like, this is better on grass, arid, bad in rural and urban environments. And we get bonus points from being next to other fruit farms and next to berry bushes, next to farmsteads, next to rivers, gatherers' huts, wheat fields, but loses points if we're near predators. So it's a very relaxing, pleasant kind of game. I also enjoy you could zoom way in and you actually watch the little people do their jobs. There they are. Got some nice deer over here, you could zoom way in. Yeah, the camera angle, we could actually, it has a lot of nice little overlay stuff. We could turn on hexes. We could turn off the hexes. We could tell it, like, show me what the resources are. So if you don't like trying to puzzle it out by looking at the environment, you could just turn on icons. You could also turn on the buildings you built, because not all these are buildings. And you could also tell it, hey, make sure I always know what's a non-buildable tile. Like, you can't build over anything that's red. And the last one is synergies. We'll turn on show synergies. Some of these songs are weirdly familiar to me, and I don't know why. So as you get points, this little meter fills up, and then cards appear over here. Camera variations, animations. I played a bunch of Dwarf, and I wanted more of both of those. This is like... It's very similar to Dwarf, but it has a lot of its own charms. Also, I don't know what it's like, because I haven't played it, but it's multiplayer. Like, you could actually, like, ping stuff and put suggestions down. Not sure how that would work. So, another nice thing about this game that would be neat in stuff like Dwarf, we'll build one gatherer's hut, 2 gatherer's huts, and then a 3rd gatherer's hut. And that particular configuration of hexes causes a merger of buildings. You get a fruit farm. And we could zoom in, we could see, you know, did a little landscaping. They got some trees going, a little orchard. And that building will influence other things. We can open this up, and it actually shows all of the mergers I've discovered so far. Still working on a few. But I like this element of the game, because you can get special rewards by doing that. So now I can place my own berry bushes. We'll grab settlement now, because we unlocked it. And now we get little, like, not achievements, I should say, goals. Little goals to go after. So it wants us to place 8 cottages, and this is the scenario we are on. The scenario we're on, which is secure the basic needs of our workers and establish a manor farm for administration. We're working towards this scenario of just basic needs. It's food and homes is this scenario. This is the only one I've done, so after this we could look at a new one I haven't done. And it also just has a mode called Kingdom Mode, which is much more like Dwarf Romantic. You go until you stop. This one, you go until you win, and then you could turn any leftover cards into bonus points. Get some cottages. Get my new hunting cabin. Do a free build! It's a kingdom run? We'll do a kingdom run after this, sure. We could take a we could look at all the modes. But I had a lot of fun with this yesterday when I was playing. I also like, you could open as many of these cards as you want and just build up a little stock down here, or you can keep them over here for emergencies. Because the run ends when you run out of cards. So if you're not maximizing points, you might find yourself running out. So we have a lot of deer over here. I'm going to put a little hunter's cabin down. You're also rewarded based on how many points you get. So there's bronze, silver, golds, and then the very, very desirable diamond. And diamond's a little harder to pull off with standard tiles, but we'll see some special ones later. So cottages, for whatever reason, they love being next to giant rocks. They love being next to megaliths. I don't know why. These people just, they love megaliths. So 10 is silver, 15 is golds. Houses are pretty easy. Aw. It's a silver there, but I kind of want to place it because we make a longhouse there. They like to eat down by the river in a van. Man, one day I hope to afford my own van for living down by the river. Can you imagine? Got a megalith over here. And housies like being next to megaliths, long houses, fruit farms. Maybe I can min-max a little bit with some fruit farms. Yeah, I can place some berry bushes. Can't put them over the forest, unfortunately. 1, 2, 3, 4. That works. That works just fine. Gatherer's hut, farmstead. Fruit farm is worth more, huh? Okay. Alright. I want these 4 for my longhouse. Oh, that one's only 10. I messed up a little bit. That's fine. It don't matter. I'm gonna destroy some deer, because screw those guys. Screw those deer. And can I build a house here? I can. You know what? I know what I'm gonna do. I got a plan. Basic food. We'll do a gatherer's hut. Here. More food! Come on, not wheat fields. Gatherer's hut. Perfect. There we go. Now we got a fruit farm. This cottage more valuable because of that, and this one's more valuable because of that. And they merge into a longhouse. Beautiful. We did it. Look at that. Nice little medieval living environment. It feels a lot more lived in than something like Dorfromantic. And I like Dorfromantic quite a bit, don't get me wrong. Dorfromantic feels like you're playing with toys, and this one almost has a little bit more of like a god game feel, because it looks like I'm influencing a world that things are actually living on. Give me some more settlements and a little bit more basic food. A very long house. You don't want any small houses here, long only. So wheat fields, city district, royal forest, forest settlements, fruit farm, farmstead. Here we are. Make a little farmstead for ourselves. Long house. And it's satisfying when you array them out just right and you come down and you're like, yeah. Little berry bush right there. Maybe we'll put a little fruit farm right here. Get back up there. Yeah, fruit farm right here. Oh, hell yeah. Berry bush there. Berry bush there. Yeah. Very nice. And it's like close enough to the longhouses that I'm feeling good about my urban planning a little bit. Easy to get to food. I like that I could leave this open as well, just like reference it whenever I want, because I forget arrangements. Alright, what do I want? I want 3 more longhouses. That's easy enough. Cottages like being near other longhouses. Problem is I cram these in next to a river. We're not going to be getting another longhouse there. Or will I? If I just slam it on top of this berry bush, we will. But it's not quite as valuable right here. Maybe I'll make a another berry farm there. Oh yeah, wells. Basic food. Can I get 2 more gatherer's huts, please? 2 more? 2 more, I said? Thank you. So I want to put a longhouse here. We'll destroy the berries. Make that into a farm. And now this cottage, not quite as valueless as before. Yeah. So how's everybody doing today, by the way? It's been storming something fierce out this way. It's been kind of annoying. 30, 30, 20. Cram another longhouse in there. I like this little district. It's coming along nicely. It could probably use a well. Wants to be near longhouses, megaliths, settlements, farms. 25 if I plop it there. Can I get it somewhat more close to things? 10, 25, 30? 35's not bad. I think 35 is the best we're gonna do. Oh yeah, no, it's been a bad couple of weeks for sure. Tired? Yeah, I feel that too. It's been a stressful month. I don't know how to talk about it without sounding like a cranky old man. I don't think there's a way to do it where you don't. And that's okay. Little hunter's cabin there. Oh yeah, one more longhouse. Let's see. So here's where we lose points. We want to do something next door that can make us a little bit more money. Now, cottages, do you want to be next to farmsteads? Yes, they appreciate farmsteads. So I want a house here, a house here. So I'll do wheat, wheat, wheat. And your father-in-law's not doing so hot? I'm sorry. That's never easy. There we go. Another longhouse. I'm hoping it's the kind of situation where there might be a chance to turn the bad health around, hopefully. Create fruit farm. I've done it before, but I'll do it again. More food. Let's see, I'm gonna put one there and one there. Which means berries. Berries. Ah, I'm sorry. $70's not bad. And a hunting cabin, you got it. So hunting cabins, they do not want to be near other hunting cabins. We lose 50 points for that. So we're going to place it in the crux of these berry bushes here. And it's going to be just the best hunting cabin ever. Diamond. Yeah, understandably so. Well, I'm sorry. If you need someone to chat at, you let me know. Hit me up in Discord. Alright, I need another hunting cabin. I said a hunting cabin. There we go. You can also adjust the landscape with special cards like these. But I kind of like this layout. I don't see a reason to try and raise too much. So I'm going to keep it as is. Grab a little more settlement stuff. A little more food stuff. Alright, another hunting cabin. 75. 75 ain't bad. I could have planned a little bit better and spread some of these deer out, but... oh well. 6 wheat fields, place wells. He's in good spirits, I would say. We're still waiting to, like, Essentially, the chemotherapy radiation didn't do very much, which was not pleasant news to hear. So at this point, he's pivoted over to immunotherapy to see about working through it that way. And still relatively early into that process, but when I last chatted with him about it, he said he's optimistic and that early things are reacting well, so hopefully that's good. He's a lot happier. Like, I don't think anyone can go through chemo and radiation and really enjoy very much. Like, you're always feeling like you're sick, you're throwing up constantly, you can't eat food that you once enjoyed. So at the very least, he's able to, like, move around, eat stuff, enjoy being alive. And hopefully immunotherapy goes in a good direction. So at the moment, we're trying to be positive about that. Oh yeah, I didn't place my well. I need to, like, spread my longhouses apart a little bit more. That way there's room for wells. Ooh, 40's not bad, though. Just kind of dot them around wherever we can get decent rewards here. Alright, one more well. I also need to plant a whole bunch of wheat fields. Seems like good opportunities over here for little farmsteads. Yeah. And these won't be farmsteads, they're just kind of filling in. Because it looks nice. That's the part of this game I'm very much getting into, is the landscaping element of it. Because, like, you could try and just throw things down and aim for points, but it's also nice, like, we got a farming community coming together here, you know? We have longhouses, fruit farms, farmsteads, some, like, extra fields out on the side there. Also, and I cannot stress this enough, I love sky islands. Like, environments-wise, I just love floating in the sky. Hunks of land with stuff living on it. That always pleases me. I should probably do some stuff around our little castle here with my horrible icon I put together. They probably want, like, you know, food and stuff outside of it. Basic food. We got a cattle pasture. And I got the gatherer's huts I need. So let's do a fruit farm here. And a... Ooh. I made 60. I want another fruit farm. Ooh, 60 there too. Yeah. Every murder would go unsolved? What are you trying to say about my settlements? Trying to say this is a crime capital? Alright, we got the fruit farm here, so we can take advantage of that. Primitive civilizations below. I wonder why the gods keep throwing people from the sky. You know, that's a good point. Living on a floating peninsula in the sky. You want a problem to go away, you just huck it into the void. What does cattle want to be next to? Manor farms, farmsteads, fruit farms. Now we got fruit farm, fruit farm. How big's the cattle AoE? Oh, we're losing a lot of points for being near game. And forests. They don't like being near forests. Alright. If we just swing around, we got plenty of places that it will do well. 70, 65, 75, 40. Over here's not too bad. I could min-max a little bit more, though. Do you like being near longhouses? Not really. Not so much. But a farmstead it would like to be next to. So if I do wheat, wheat, wheat... One of those was a bad wheat placement, but we get the points back with the cattle. Now we got 100 points off this one. Yeah. Get those points. Similarly, over here, I'm losing 5 from that deer herd. What if I were to destroy that deer herd? I can make those deer into a wheat farm. Alas, I won't be able to make a farmstead out of it, though. But I get my points back for it. Hey, the wheat farm actually does give me 15. I mean, if that's the case, let's also throw wheat down here. Up to 100. A little wheat down there. I mean, there's still one tile I could benefit from with another wheat field. Huck it down. 130. 6 feet under might as well be 1,000. I gotta place another well. Settlement. Settlement. I clicked on the wrong one. Settlement. There it is, a well. I've crammed everything onto the edges here. I've ruined my placements. 20. Don't want to be there. What about over here? We got some good stuff going on. 20 only? So, well, you want to be near longhouses, ideally. Got one longhouse there. Let's try and get a better placement going for the well. So if I'm putting it here, we're getting 40. I could do another longhouse. That bush is going to be a longhouse. Not a longhouse, a well. So let's get a longhouse going nearby. I'll have some relatively poor returns on 2 houses, but that's okay. It's not okay. Unacceptable. If you're gonna be a house, we'll make you one. There. Now it'll appreciate living there. And the well would also be happy being just next to a cottage, right? Farmstead, wheat field, gather hut. Oh, not really. But a wheat field I wouldn't mind. A bad wheat field, lost points on it. But man, killing me. Fruit farm? Let's get some gatherers huts. More than that. 3 of them. Thank you. So let's berry bush this place up a little bit. It's the best I could do. 55. That's a fruit farm now. 65, well, much better. Now I just need to earn points with settlement decks and wells. You got it. Maybe I'll start merging these things together. Move them toward each other. Deforest the place. We're not doing anything with forests. Where could I cram a hunter for best pointage? 45. I have a lot of hunters over there already. Not a lot of game left. Yeah. May have been a little silly when I crammed them all in next to each other right there. 45 ain't bad, though. Ding dong ding. 100 points right there for the cattle farm. That's not too bad. 85 there. Making this a real, like, breadbasket for this floating land. 105. You want to put your cattle farms right up on the edge of the planet. That way, every once in a while, you know, a 250-pound cow will just plummet to Earth. You'll unlock archaeologies eventually. We get to dig up the previous game we played. Let's see. Yeah, wheat fields don't like forests. Let's just longhouse it up over here. That's right, give me my milestone. Yeah. This is starting to look like a pleasant medieval community. I look forward to taxing them into oblivion one day. Alright, just need to keep on doing settlements. You can also remove resources, but often I just recycle these into points. Just get them back. Bring back the points. Alright, now we have houses. I'm trying to remember what we could do with houses. We could do 4 for a city district. You know, that would be nice between these two places. Little city district. They want to be near the keep. I need more of them. 60 points. 70 points. Here comes the city district. Come on, housies. Oh, baby. Yeah. And it kind of urbanizes the environment around it. Like, now it has some, like, cobble roads. We have 3 tiles here. I might put a fruit farm there. Wouldn't really have great placement for a fruit farm, but a well? Not great for a well. Not great for a well. I could do another one here. Another city center right there. Settlement. 80. 75. Losing some points here, but we're gonna make them back. Nice. Where are the people? Was the big biodome structures in SimCity late game? Is that a little street light? Oh, hell yeah. There we go. Now we have people wandering around. That's what I want to see. Alright, got a little city center there. A little fruit farm action going on over here. What else can we do with those houses? I remember there's something else. Fruit farms. Right, we could do a manor farm. Manor farm's the big boy. That's what we want. We need a well, we need 2 houses. Alright, we're good to go. So 60 points for being there. Gotta be careful about placement. That works. And then a wheat field, a wheat field, a wheat field, and a wheat field. Transform. It looks like that one level of Hitman when you have to break into the mansion and we sugar the butler over and over again. Little hunting cabin there. Not a great hunting spot now that we've urbanized right next to it. Beekeeper. What lord lives there? Lord Pembleton. Wants to be near fruit farms, farmsteads, manor farms. 140 points, and we're not even done. I'm definitely putting the bees right there. But I'm gonna do a fruit farm right here, which means I want some gathering huts. Gathering huts, please. No. I need gathering huts. That's a hunting cabin. There we go. Need to place a few of these other things. Just get me out of this pickle. Alright, so the bees are going here. This is going to be a trio of fruit farms. And where else can I build? Right on the edge there. Is fruit farm worth more? Yeah, it is. Alright, in that case... Wheat, wheat, wheat. Like a cottage down. And then wheat. Wheat, wheat. No, this little isolated one might just throw a well down on that. Couple of wheat fields over here just to fill it in. Alright, berry bushes, berry bushes. So fruit, fruit, fruit. Berry bush, berry bush, berry bush. Ooh, and actually, berry bush. Gonna need another gatherer's hut, though. Oh.
Hey!
Yeah, this thing is definitely causing my monitor to lag behind. I need to Alt-Tab to see messages every once in a while. Ash, what's going on? I tried Rift Wizard. I always die at stage 4 because not enough DPS. Oh. Well, welcome to Rift Wizard. I'm glad you're giving it a go. If you need some help, my YouTube channel has all kinds of videos for you. I got some videos on how to beat the game while drunk. That'll get you through. Wheatfield wouldn't like being there. Let's just throw a house right there. That way this beekeeper, 190 points. That's pretty sweet. Yeah. I don't understand. Hold on, let me go into settings. Graphics. It's on borderless full screen. Come on. What about normal full screen? No, no. It's still having trouble. I don't get it. What about just windowed? Windowed. No, there's something about this game that OBS, like, it's streaming just fine, but it, like, falls behind, if that makes sense. Like, I can't see my volume levels. It says, we've been recording for only 11 minutes, for instance. That's definitely not true. Get out of here. I don't like those icons. Alright, I need 4 more farmsteads. Let's get a few farmsteads going. Bing, bing, bing. 30, 30, 30. Another farmstead there. Where am I gonna put more farmstead? Yeah, I'll swing around to the other side of this forest, because the wheat, it don't care for forest. Doesn't like being in there. Actually, you know what? Right there. That works out pretty well. And then... Alright, one bad placement so that we can get another farmstead. What's that? A market. I've never seen a market before. Wants to be near the keep? Near city districts? Oh, baby. 70 points? 90 points? What else do you want to be near? City district, a keep, manor farm, longhouse. So 90 points here. Can I cram, like, a longhouse in somewhere? Nope. 75 there. I see it's touching a longhouse over there. Hold on. I'm gonna turn on my least favorite. Least favorite overlay. But it's helpful for figuring out where things can go. Yeah, I've really crammed it all in, huh? Been taking full advantage of space. You know what? 90's pretty nice. We could put a house next to it. Now I got a nice little marketplace. People could sell bread and stuff. Next to the well. They want me to make another manor farm. Man. Really crammed everything in on that side. I like the idea of, like, this river. You know, we got some stuff over here, but this forest, I'll leave that alone. Even though we're not using any forestry stuff on this particular scenario. I want to kind of crest around the river and have stuff over here. So this is where a manor farm can go. We're going to need more wheat. I think we need 4 wheat for that. And I need a well. A well. Thank you. So it's wheat, 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 house, house, and a well in the middle. You've successfully mastered all challenges that you faced, and thanks to your determination, your kingdom has grown. So that's the beating of the scenario right there. What's fun about it is, if you want, you could say, keep playing! And, like, continue getting a score on it. I just wanted to show you the scenario. If we're gonna keep playing, I'd rather do the kingdom mode, which is, like, the challenging mode of placing things intelligently and going until you run out of cards. So I'll take my win here. It'll tally up all my remaining cards, of which I had plenty. That was a pretty good thing. I barely even used half the island and I already won. Really crammed it in there. But kingdom mode's a little bit more entertaining because you're not limited. Like this one, we were just doing settlements and food cards. But this time, we'll have access to a lot more cards. You know, given that this thing is not going to show... Wait, I can actually... It's in real time right now. The game itself is what slows it down. Wow, everything is messed up about its internal clock, though. It thinks I've only been streaming for 30 minutes, and it also thinks I've only been recording for 12. It really messes with that element. But I might, give me 1 second. I'll turn on my laptop. Is there an ale house where the wizards get drunk? In my Dungeons & Dragons game that I play on Tuesdays, we recently had an adventure at a winery called the Wizard of Wines, where some evil druids were taking over. And that's all I could think of now, where you said, is that where wizards get drunk? No, they go to the Wizard of Wine, obviously. It's a card plus building game. It's a placement puzzle game, I would say. Here, give me 1 second, I'll be right back.